You need to level up. You need to shoot for the stars. I know it sounds corny, but got a YouTuber I've been watching, growing like me, and he said, you gotta level up, and you gotta stop leveling up in the video games. You see what I mean? So you're over here not doing much in your life. Maybe you're just doing your job. Maybe you're not even working. You got nothing going for you. You ain't going to the gym. You ain't got no relationship. You ain't got no friends. You're not spending time outside. You're playing video games, and that's cool that you play video games. But once you start attributing your status in life by your video game, i.e., spending more than 4 hours a day playing video games, you are attributing your value of life to that video game. What is they doing? Whatever. Anyways, what I mean is, you gotta stop leveling up in the video game and start leveling up in real life. Now, what do you mean by that? Well, first things first, there's a victim mentality that you're in. And I don't mean to be political about this. I know this sounds political, but it's not. It really isn't. It's the simple fact of you're not being oppressed. You are not the oppressor. You are not the victim. You are the savior of others. You should be a savior of others. You should be a teacher. You should be a leader. Everyone should be a leader. There's no such thing as being a follower. No one wants to be a follower. You shouldn't want to be a follower. Everyone has the capability of being a leader. And quite honestly, until you strive for that, you are a follower. Once you decide that you're a leader, it's not about the title. It really isn't. I did leadership training when I was in Boy Scouts, and one fundamental factor is it doesn't matter what your title is. What you need to be is a problem solver that is able to lead others that may not know what's going on, and then teaching them things that will help improve what's going on with them. That right there is being a leader, a teacher. So I would say that every decent or good teacher is a leader. They're not necessarily the best leadership of ever, but yes, you are leading a class of 20 people, and you're saying, hey guys, I know you don't know how to do 4 plus 4, but I'm going to teach you today. A teacher, a leader, it's really all the same. But you have to know stuff first, don't you? So now you have to learn. You have to practice. You have to master something. Master a skill. And right now, you might be just mastering, the skill of watching movies all day. Maybe you're mastering the skill of Apex Legends. Maybe you're mastering the skill of playing Minecraft speedrun. And that's cool. You have mastered that. You are really good at that. Or maybe you're playing Roblox or something, or how about maybe you're I don't know, Call of Duty. Maybe you're really good at Call of Duty. And I bet it's fun. I mean, if you have nothing better to do, might as well, right? But is that all you're doing, man? Imagine, let's say you're playing Call of Duty and you're the world record holder for headshots ever. Your entire life exists through it. If the game isn't popular, if you're not streaming it, if you're not bragging about it to your friends that play that exact same game, or the entire server shuts down, what if Call of Duty went bankrupt? Everything that you did in that game, all of that mastery goes poof. All of that work down the drain. And it was out of your control. So all of your hard work towards a game can potentially get ruined. And yes, that's true with anything in life, but the best example of that is, a server getting shut down. Yes, okay. Now, what if your computer with your resume gets burned in the fire? It's right up here, baby. Get your resume. First of all, if you have it emailed to yourself, you can type it up, print it out at the local library, and have that thing rolling again. Or You can literally go into your memories, go to each job you worked at, and go, hey, okay, I did this here. I was here 2 years ago. Can you tell me how long I was here for? From here to here, this date. Thank you, man. My resume burned in the fire, and I have none of this information. That right there, you have not lost any progress. You have hit a speed bump. Okay, how about another one? What if you're at the gym, and you go on vacation for 2 weeks? You come back, and you're a little bloated, man. You kind of gained 10 pounds of fat. Damn, brother. You gained that much in 2 weeks? Real talk. You got a problem. You're a food addict. Anyways, that's besides the point. Maybe water weight, let's say. Let's say it's water weight, champ. Okay. But at the same time, you got to think like, okay, so you going to get back to the gym? Because you haven't lost everything. I mean, if you're getting your protein in, the rate of muscle loss is like up to a year. So, and quite honestly, it really doesn't go away. When you have your skeleton structure and your muscles all hooked up, like, it takes work just to pick yourself up and out of bed every day. So the heavier you are, whether that's fat or muscle, you have muscles. So once you get set into the right way, and as long as you're eating your protein and you're semi-consistent with your gym, even if you went like once a week, there's been studies on this. I watched a study the other day saying that if you put in 100% effort, full body workout 1 day a week, and you kept that up from your, maybe your full-time 6 days a week gym sessions, you will be able to maintain your muscle. Maybe not grow, but you'll be able to maintain it for quite a while. I think past a year, if you're doing it right. Is your strength going to be up at the same level? I don't know. But that's pretty impressive, isn't it? So, that being said, well, okay, so you can still level up, and once you fail in life, you can still pick yourself back up. But once a game is ended, once Call of Duty goes out of, bankruptcy, or maybe you play some Assassin's Creed. Oh, shout out to Assassin's Creed. What if they go bankrupt? And all their servers get shut down, and all your access to the games, even if you wanted to play single player, poof, gone. I mean, it's just a video game, bro. Play another one, right? But all of that progress you had, poof, down the shitter. My bad. My language, sorry. Now, that being said, in the game of life, things go bad, but you can fix them. You can't fix the fact that you don't have that game. You have to buy another one. You don't get to have the same game. You could have 1,000 hours of progress in the game. It don't mean nothing. It's gone. And that's scary. And also, the game isn't real. My job is real. My gym physique is real. My diet is real. My relationships are real. Those are real things that you don't just find and pay $20 one day and just have. It's not like that. You don't go into an interview 3 times, send 1,000 resumes to 1,000 different job applications and get a job. It takes work. And once you have it, you don't get fired, that quick either. As long as you're doing your job correctly, you don't just magically get laid off or fired. It don't work like that. Stuff happens, don't get me wrong, but that's real. And real things take time. They take time to gain, and they take time to lose, which means you have more staying power. They're like stocks. If you buy a quick stock, I'm gonna say video games. Let's say you buy GameStop stock. That is so volatile. That goes up and down. You can lose or gain your money, and it's pretty fun, isn't it? You can get a lot of money. You can get a lot of dopamine from video games, but you'll lose it all. You'll lose it like that. You'll lose your money from GameStop stock like that. And you'll also lose all of your dopamine in video games just like that. Because you can walk away from the video games and be like, I'm bored. because it sapped all your dopamine out. So now you're not really excited about anything. are you? There's no joy in your life because it sucked all of your dopamine out. All of your fun, attention-seeking happiness just got drained out. That being said, you could also extrapolate that to something else. Like, okay, so let's see, at the gym. Now, if you invest in the gym, you go every day. If you invest in a stock, you put a little bit of money in every day. You're going to have ups and downs, and ups and downs. You're going to slowly, for the first year, you may even lose a little bit of money. You may lose a little bit of muscle. If you're losing muscle, that's a problem. But what I mean is, you're going to lose a little bit. You're going to suffer a little bit. You're going to be scared a little bit. You're going to have a rough day at the gym. You're going to have a rough time. Maybe you're not getting the best sleep on certain days because you're just pushing too hard. Maybe your rest days, you're just so tired. You have a caffeine addiction now. And you're starting to smell a little bit at work because, your shower isn't optimal. Stay clean at work. Put some cologne on, some deodorant, and take a shower after the gym. Or maybe you go after the gym, and now you got to take a shower at home, you got to do all this, I got to change at work or something to get into my thing. Okay, cool. So there are sacrifices, there are problems. It's not quick. It's not like video games. You can't just, boom, get that money. It's not how it works, man. It's not, stocks don't work like that. The most reward that you're going to get out of stocks consistently without risk is to put money in to, let's say, the S&P 500 and keep putting money in consistently. You'll make 20% every year. Hypothetically, from the last 12 years, that's what happens, right? Now, if you put that money into GameStop or crypto or Bitcoin or whatever that shoots up and down and up and down, you could probably make some quick day money, or you can lose all your money. All of it, like gone. So I would suggest not doing that. It's not very optimal. But you see my point is where things that are fake go up and down all over the place very fast. And what you're trying to do is slow down that up and down all over the place. Going to the gym. That's slow, but your progress gets lost slow. Which means all of your progress can be made way better. If you push yourself every day, you will improve every day. If you push yourself every day on video games, honestly, there's 20,000 other people, probably 20 million other people that are just as good at that game, if not better than you. You'll never be the best at all times at that game. Someone will shoot you, and you will lose. And you'll have to start over. You're not the most perfect player in the world. You're going to have internet connection issues. Your PC's going to die. And your mouse is not going to be 100% all the time. Your mouse is going to wear out. Your headphone jack is going to get unplugged. And you're going to have a bad game. Your teammate is not going to have your back. So these things, these factors in video games will break you. Well, not necessarily break you, but they certainly are factors that are outside of your control that you cannot control. And life, yes, I understand there are factors that you cannot control, but I would say that there's a lot less. So, like I said, if you put everything into video games, you're going to have your entire self trapped in them. Your social skills will lack. Your diet will lack. Your physical prowess will be not optimal. You'll be a weak, skinny kid or a weak, fat kid. Either way, or boy or man or whatever, right? And then, let's say your relationship. Well, if you're gaming all the time, you're going to either not get a relationship or very much burn the other one that you're in right now. So, don't get me wrong, video games are good. Video games are entertaining. But quite honestly, once I started at the gym, I don't want to play video games for more than like 30 minutes now. I don't even really want to watch TV shows. I'm watching YouTube videos and podcasts, like hour-long podcasts. My attention span has improved. And with that, my gym has improved as well. My gym work has improved because my dopamine hasn't been like, wigging out over TikTok videos. And quite honestly, don't think that the times of, oh my gosh, the 30-second TikTok videos, we need to adapt to that. That's the future. No, it's not. That's regression. Stop regressing. TikTok videos are a regression of the human mind. It's saying you don't have any discipline to be able to, think long term. Like quick term. Soon we're going to have, we have paid by the bi-weekly. We have paid by the weekly. We have paid by the day. I bet in the near future, we're going to have people paid by the hour. Not just $20 an hour. I mean, you get a check every hour. In the future, that's going to be a thing. Where you get paid by the hour and you can quit at any time. And your 2 weeks won't be withheld. It'll be your day withheld. The day that you worked, we won't give you money on the day that you quit. Because you get paid by the hour. Let's say you get $20 an hour right now. Your bank account is going to have $17 minus the $3 in taxes to the government for every hour that you work. And that's how our banking is going to work in the future. That's scary. Because people can't budget properly and budget for their money properly. So you're, I need to buy a lunch right now and I'm broke as hell. I need my paycheck right now. You have a problem. First of all, if you're in a financial situation where you need to get paid, first of all, if you're living paycheck to paycheck bi-weekly, you need to leverage your money more. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what your living situation is, and quite frankly, I pity you. I'm in a situation right now where I cannot move out of my parents' house. No way. No way. I understand. I get your point. The fact that you have a house is amazing, but you're living paycheck to paycheck, and you're married to someone who makes a significant amount of money just like you, but you can't support your family. And I'm worried, because I'm worried for myself and I'm worried for you. So, I understand that this is a real problem, but I think it all ties into mindset, right? So my mindset towards money right now is I am making my paychecks and I don't even look at my checking account. I look at it every 2 weeks to see, maybe even once a month sometimes, to make sure that I don't have a negative in there. And I take a chunk of my money and I throw it in my savings. I'm really happy that I haven't burned all my money. I'm very ecstatic about that. Another thing is I conserve my money, but I'm trying to conserve my mind right now. So all the TikTok that I used to watch, I've tried not to anymore. I bought YouTube Premium so I could watch long format podcasts, be able to pause it, be able to screen lock my phone, and be able to listen to a podcast in my ear. And also, another thing is, I'm not scrolling on TikTok in front of my bosses. I have a podcast in my ear and I put my phone in my pocket. I'm more aware of my surroundings. I have one earbud in. I'm not disgusted with what I'm watching. You know how you watch TikToks and your For You page is a little sus? You're not watching it particularly, but it engages your mind, right? And quite honestly, if somebody comes up behind you and starts judging you on that TikTok, you want to hide your phone, don't you? So, if I'll tell you what, can you watch what video you're watching in front of your boss? Can you show the video you're watching to your boss without getting eked out? Can you do that? Then you probably shouldn't be watching the video. Now, I'm trying not to swear as much on here. That's one thing that I've looked out for, because I understand that, This is definitely permanent. Whether or not I get 5 views or 5,000, 100 or whatever, I understand that this is permanent videos online. So no matter where I go in life, people are going to see this. This is to develop my own mindset and try to get myself out of my shell. I'm an introvert at heart. I'm trying to be more extroverted. I'm trying to learn how to talk more, talk to people more, and also get my thoughts out of my head. I want to be able to go to sleep at night and just I can't do that if I've got stuff to say. And quite honestly, there's too many things to say to some one person. There's too many things I need to talk about. And sometimes having an A-B conversation is great, but sometimes I want to see myself out of it. I just want to talk to me. And that's not psychotic to say. I just want to talk to me and you. And you can talk in the comments and I'll comment in my own time. But I need to get my thoughts out, 100% of my thoughts. I mean, I could talk on here for an hour. But right now we're just doing that drive home kind of thing. But anyways, man, keep leveling up in real life, not in the video games. But don't get me wrong, man. It's okay to keep playing video games. Just be conscious of it. Be conscious of the 3 minutes that you are on TikTok for, or the 3 hours that you are on it. And acknowledge the fact that you may have a problem. And that's not okay for your mindset. It's not okay for your long-term goals. I'm not trying to preach or nothing. Just focus on you and really think about where you are in the world and where you want to be. And ask yourself, are you where you want to be? And how are you going to get there? Why are you here right now? And honestly, what are you going to do to make that happen? But anyways, man, I hope you have a good one. I hope you keep leveling up. And I hope you're conscious of all of the media you consume. I hope you're conscious of your actions. I hope you're conscious of the words that you say, the swearing that you do, or maybe your respect that you come off of to others. I'm not saying I'm infallible, but I'm saying that I'm working on that. I'm trying to be better. And I hope you are too. Anyways, that's everything for today, and I'll see you. Peace.